let's go to the next categories.
For Best Pop Duo or Group Performance, the nominees are J Balvin, Dua Lipa, Bad Bunny, and Tiny, Justin Bieber and Quavo, BTS, Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande, Taylor Swift and Bon Iver.
And the Grammy goes to Rain on Me, Lady Gaga with Ariana Grande. Lordy Jesus. Well, when I get her name right, I will go make sure I give this to her. I will accept on their behalf.
Hi guys, this is Natasha. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me today. And I wanted to, it is the next day in regards to the Grammys, and I wanted to go ahead and expand on what I saw, what we all saw last night in regards to the Best Duo Group award, which happened to be around, I think they announced that around 2 p.m. Pacific time, and that was 2 hours after the premiere ceremony, which basically wasn't one of the major categories that was aired on the Sunday night program for the Grammys. So we just, they went really quickly through that announcement, and of course the ones who did win, which was Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande, were not there to accept it, or they weren't even online to accept it. So it went by pretty quickly. For a lot of us, that was pretty much a disappointment, maybe not as much of a shock as as you might have thought. If you were prepared, you kind of know where the Grammys are, in regards to the controversy as far as like who the winners are and who basically even are nominated. Anyway, I wanted to go ahead and continue on that. So BTS, they actually did watch it as well. Let's see how they reacted to it. So let me just say that, oh my gosh, they all look so good. I think my favorite was because he actually had taken a picture and posted it on Weverse or Twitter or something, but Jimin looked amazing. I mean, friggin' like amazing. Like, anyway, so, I mean, they all looked amazing really, but Jimin kind of like surprised me. I mean, all you Jimin stans, you already know that anyway, so let's continue. So J-Hope said his heart was beating really fast, and really, I mean, I was so nervous for them too. I don't remember my heart beating so fast for any other awards for, any musicians. So that was pretty much a shocker myself. I was surprised how fast and how hard my heart was beating while watching the announcement. So they heard it. Oh, I mean, what's so funny is that V almost has the same reaction he did when their name was announced for the actual nomination. But you can tell the disappointment in them. Yeah, that's how it went. And they were gracious, they were proud of themselves, and they should be proud of themselves, as we should be proud of them for even getting this far. There's a lot of speculation as to why they didn't win it. I mean, as we all know, the Grammys are not done by numbers. they are done by a voting group, a group called the Recording Academy, which, by the way, BTS did join in 2019. They were actually probably the first and I believe maybe the only K-pop group that is in the Recording Academy. If you look at the numbers in regards to the Recording Academy right now, in regards to new members that were joined, this recent one in 2020, the new members were 53% white, 23% African American, 9% Hispanic, 3% Asians. So I'm thinking it's 3% Asians / Asian Americans, Pacific Islanders. I can't be sure, but I think that's what it is. 5% others, 7% unknown. So even if BTS is not part of the Asian American group of 3%, they are part of the 5% group of others. This is just in regards to new members. And that was in 2020. It's about the same for 2019, the year that they joined. Overall, if you want to know the percentages overall, the 26% overall of the 12,000 members in the Recording Academy are women. 27% of the Recording Academy overall members are non-white. Okay, 27%. And that is, I believe that's probably not including the other labels like African American, Hispanic. I believe so. I'm not sure, but I think so. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong, and the majority could still be that, 73% of them are white, which is crazy. So when you consider that, BTS has a big wall to climb over to actually win an award, I think, if you consider those percentages, which is unfortunate because that means that even though they're working on it, it's still something that needs to be addressed more and quickly. All right, let's move on. And let me just say, that guy is looking mighty fine there in that suit. That suit works so perfectly for him. Look at that face. It's so flawless. Not like any of their faces are flawless. Not like none of their faces are flawless. But the hair, the look, the suit, he's rocking it there. I really love these guys. I'm so proud of them. I mean, they've done so much for the fan base, for armies. I mean, they put up a sign that says thanks army. They're probably super extremely tired, and here they are. They know that the fans are, will be watching. So kudos to them.
지금 약 12시 반, 12시 40분, 42분. It's 12:40 p.m. in Korea, so
Because Jin, it would be nice for those who are watching across the waters to know what time it is over there.
저희가 지금 3시 새벽 2시에 출발했나요, 우리가? 2시 반에 출발해서 메이크업을 하고 5시에 이제
See, look at that. They got up at 2:30 a.m. to get their makeup done, to get suited, to get dressed and everything, to get all the cameras ready and everything, just so they can hear their nomination and to hear who the winner was, hoping it would be them. They got all dressed up for all that in the middle of the night for them, for this.
아니 인터뷰 나왔어요 형. 나왔잖아. 그래? 무대 나왔지 뒤에 지금. 나 이거 팬들 많이 들어온 것 같은데 여러분.
Oh, he's so cute.
수고 많으셨습니다 진짜. 아 진짜. 네. Thank you for the waiting for a long time. We didn't know that it was gonna take.
We didn't know that it would take this long. That's something that we did know, because if you are International Army or even U.S. Army, you know that all the U.S. award shows that have BTS nominated in it are going to put their performance at the end. And why is that? Because they know that we will stay throughout the whole performance, throughout the whole show, just to watch them perform. And they'll get their hits, they'll get their views, they'll get their Nielsen ratings just because of us. Yes. So Grammys, yep. AMAs, yep. Billboard, yes. They all do it. And they suck for that.
진짜 몰랐습니다.
Yeah, we knew.
끝까지 또 이 시간까지 지켜봐 준다고 저희가요.
저희도 여기서 지켜봤어요.
저희 무대 보고.
And that sucks for them because they were waiting too, and it was freaking middle of the night, or I guess in the morning for them, but they waited all that time, right? No, they went to sleep. They did take a nap before they saw the performance. At least they got that in.
지금 얘 뛴지 얼마 안 돼갖고 그래서 약간 스톱 맞은 상태인데 하여튼 여러분 축하합니다.
Poor Jimin, he looks so tired. BTS is the best.
우리가 이거 사실 그 돌아보면 우리가 상보다 사실은 퍼포먼스를 더 원했었어요. 기억나세요? 맞아요.
Oh, wow.
해야죠.
So they just wanted to perform there. Well, you know, with everything that's going on, of course, they didn't perform there, which means they didn't perform in LA on the stage. They performed in Seoul, Korea. So hopefully next year, hopefully they'll be invited back. Hopefully they'll get another nomination and get to perform actually in LA on the stage there in front of their peers and in front of their fans. Right?
솔직하게 안 하셨다는 건 좀 거짓말이 같아요. 그건 이제
Oh, poor J-Hope. I mean, poor all of them, really. I mean, he's very expressive in everything that he does. You know, you can see it. And I love that. He's so open with his emotions and with his feelings and how he feels. And he stays true to himself. Because he cannot lie anyway.
이야기했는데 나 남준이가 물병 세우는 걸 했는데 야 이거 세우면 상 받는데 나 조심해 기사한다고 야 내가 물병 때문에 그래 물병 기사한다
Oh, no.
형이
No, we wouldn't think that.
형이 상 받기 한 10초 전에 이 형이 물병을 던졌더니
아니 죄송한데 원래 지민 씨가 조용히 하고 계신데 지민 씨가 원래 옆에서 하고 있었어요. 네가 그 말을 했잖아 옆에서. 야 이거 제가 얘기 안 했어요. 아 누가 했냐? 내가 했나? 재욱이 했나? 누가 했어? 야 이거 하면 상 받는다 이거. 상 받는데 이게 계속.
No. No. We're not going to blame a bottle or one of you guys for not winning.
사실 제일 아쉬운 거 우리 또 팬 여러분들이 또 되게 아쉬울 거예요. 여러분이 걱정이죠 뭐. 그렇죠. 내가 걱정입니까? 별거 아니에요.
Why worry about them? Why worry about us? Because if you notice, many of you tweeted out your disappointment, but that's fine and all. Let's just, you know, be careful about how we tweet our disappointments. We don't want to blame like the other artists because they were up against, you know, a bunch of great artists. I mean, Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift. They're all, you know, well talented in their craft, just as BTS is. So it was stiff competition, but still, we all know who deserved it. But, you know, for them, they say it's nothing, but we know that that's one of those awards that, you know, you just kind of want to have in your collection. And we get it. It's not important.
그래도 무대를 했는데
At least they performed. That we failed to get an award? Really? You didn't fail. It was a failure amongst the Recording Academy members. And like I said, if the majority of the Recording Academy is still, very much, white males over 40, that's a big problem. Although they are changing it, it's just not moving as fast as we'd like it to. I mean, if you read the articles, there's a lot of them that show that, there's still a diversity issue with the Recording Academy that needs to be addressed and needs to be fixed, and they are working on it. But they started it only 2 years ago, which is kind of crazy that it only started 2 years ago. With BTS being one of those groups that was able to get in there, but it has a long way to go to include performances from other very talented artists, including BTS. Hopefully it'll come soon enough, though. It could be next year. It could be, the Grammys next year, and that would be great if BTS got nominated and they actually won again, or got nominated again and they actually won. Who knows? That's still a possibility, especially since they already got nominated this year. That's a possibility that they could get nominated again. What's really interesting is that Variety actually even posted something that said that they should have been nominated for Record of the Year from Variety. So, it's not some like minor publication or anything. It's Variety, which is a huge publication, entertainment wise. So yeah, they know they got gypped, as well as Army does, and probably a few other publications. And they've been raving about their performances and their performance at the Grammys as well.
수상 불발 뭐 이렇게 나온 것들을 몇 개 봤는데 불발이긴 한데 불발은 아니고요. 사실 노밍이 처음 된 거예요. 그렇죠. 단독 노미네이션에 단독 퍼포먼스를 처음 한 겁니다.
Yeah.
측면을 보자고요. 네.
To be technical, this is actually their second Grammy nomination, but this is their first major Grammy nomination, because I guess their first Grammy nomination was for the CD cover or the album cover, which which really has nothing to do with their songs, their music, or anything. But yeah, so there was that. So really, this is the first major nomination where they could have accepted it and been happy. It was in the technical award, basically. You are not just rationalizing, you are being reasonable. Just like humans, yeah. What was that? Wait. I don't know why. It just seemed like Jungkook was petting Jin. Which is weird to me. But not so weird to BTS. In a way. Doesn't say exactly, but he says in a way the Grammy Awards is the most prestigious award in the world. It's getting there to where it can take on that subtitle, because the way, like I've said, the way that the Recording Academy is comprised of, it still needs work. I guess it's the most popular awards, in regards to music in the world, but it still needs work to be prestigious, I believe. To have them included in the Recording Academy is a start, but they are not finished. They need to continue to add some more. Exactly. So, yeah, all their, since the beginning, they've always had to struggle. And I guess we're just hoping for one time where they didn't have to struggle as much and just to get it. But that's, I guess, not BTS way. And they're familiar with that. So let us just stick behind them.
바로 다음에 투스텝 가면 돼요?
The two-step.
2020년의 모티브는 투스텝입니다.
LA로 바로 투스텝해서 갑니다. 네, 두고 보세요.
아 진짜 무대 보고 나서 이제 아 됐다 사자 했는데
그쵸,
이제
그쵸.
띠링띠링
그래서 항상 이 브이라이브 항상 이 마무리는 브이라이브 아니겠습니까? 그렇죠. 여러분들이랑 같이.
함께 해야죠.
네.
우리
우리 샴페인은 없지만 여러분이 저의 샴페인입니다.
사실 샴페인 준비했었는데 그
I swear, Jungkook playing with the cake, it makes me think that he really wants to eat it. I don't even know if it's a real cake because they haven't even cut into it, but it's like he's been playing around with it this whole time. And I'm wondering, does he want to eat the cake? Probably.
수상 그거 보고 나서 저희끼리 다 마셨어요.
나 집에 가서 먹으려고요.
와,
건강하게 맛있습니다.
원래
간만에.
지금 따르려 했는데 결과 보고 바로 저희끼리 따라 마셨어요.
Oh,
2021에도 준자. 그러면 우리 고생한 우리 아미 여러분들과 우리를 위해 박수 한번 칠까요?
안녕하세요. Congratulations. Congrats.
that's so funny. They're congratulating us. That's so funny.
그렇죠. 맞아. 그래도 그랬는데 우리 빨리 얼굴 좀 봅시다.
만나요.
Yes,
맞아요, 진짜.
Yes.
얼굴 너무.
yes, I do.
뭐 할 거예요 이제? 지금 12시 이제 1시인데.
자야죠.
조금
Everybody wants to sleep.
저 지금 되게 비행기 타고 시차 건너온 기분이 있어요.
네, 여러분들 뭐 하여튼 뭐 늦은 시간까지 그리고 아니면 또 이른 시간까지 이렇게 저희를 위해서 좀 지켜봐 주신 많은 아미 여러분들께 다시 한번 감사의 인사를 드리고요. 확실히 좀 날을 새서 그런지 눈 밑에 다크가 지금 굉장히 심하네요. 네. 하여튼 네, 사실 뭐 물론 뭐 아쉬움이 남지만 그래도 저희가 그토록 원했던 그래미 무대도 서보고
이름만 나온 것 저희 이름만 나온 것뿐만 아니라 그 아미 이름도 같이 나오고 이래가지고 아 우리는 이렇게 함께 지금 뭔가를 써내려가는구나 싶어가지고 너무너무 기쁘고요. 그리고 오늘 무대를 위해 되게 많이 열심히 하고 준비도 많이 하고 남준이가 무대를 찍으면서 계속 그 얘기를 했어요. 야, 이 무대 평생 남는 거다 이러면서.
우리 손주분들이 보신다고.
증손주분들까지 이제 보신다고. 예.
아들한테
Oh, these guys.
아미 여러분 너무 보고 싶었고 이제 뭐 저희 더 좋은 음악과 무대와 멋있게 촬영을 해서 또 내년에 한 번 더 그래미를 올 수 있게 한번 해보겠습니다. 아미 여러분들도 한 번 더 도와주세요. 열심히 할게요.
도와주세요.
Help us.
네, 우리 아미 여러분.
Okay, so basically, how we can help. Hi, JK. How we can help basically is like, I don't know, just keep spreading the word, keep tweeting about BTS. Technically, the B album can be included in next year's awards, Grammy Awards, probably like for Album of the Year. Or they can be nominated for a song from it, like Life Goes On. They can be nominated for it because of the time frame of the what the awards is. I think it's from October 1st to sometime this year for the next Grammys. So hopefully that'll be a thing for them and they'll get nominated for it, because B is a very personal album and I think it deserves to be part of the Album of the Year, and then of course the guys to be nominated again for Best Duo Group or Best Group. Should be group, right? I mean, all the duos were not even duos, really. They weren't like an actual duo team. They were collaborations. Shouldn't there be a category for collaborations instead of them being put into the duo group category, Aren't there duos and groups for this category?
사이트 보니까 저희 그 가장 기대되는 아티스트의 투표라고 해야 되나? 그냥 그래프가 되게 높더라고요 저희가. 그래서 참 이 아미 여러분들의 응원과 사랑 이 사이즈가 어느 정도인지 알게 됐고.
It reminds me, I want to know if anybody knows, like, how many of us were in the chat, how many armies were in the chat during the premiere ceremony, and then how many armies were still in the chat after that announcement was made. Is it a big drop off? I'm not sure. I don't know.
아 너무 대단한 것 같아요 우리 아미 여러분. 너무 감사드리고 저는 오늘 이 경험을 토대로 굉장히 활동 노력을 많이 하는 사람이 되더라고요.
Dude, you just showed us that you can play the drums, and now you're saying you need to do more? Oh, JK. You're gonna drive everybody insane.
2011년은 정말 우리 아미 여러분들 보내준 사랑에 꼭 보답하는
You already knew.
아티스트가 되도록 하겠습니다.
Oh.
너무 고생 많으셨고
Come on, guys. Do not think that you already don't deserve all the love and support that we've given you. BTS. Sometimes I think you're too humble. Too modest. Ugh.
우리 앞으로도 한번 멋지고 행복한 추억들을 많이 만들어 가십시다. 사랑합니다. Army everywhere, no worries, it's all good. Did it, we made it, we got you. Yours, you guys are our prize, you guys are our champagne. Let's cheers. Yes.
됐어요. 예, 진짜 뭐 너무너무 충분하고 뭐 이제 당연히 안 하셨다면 이제 뻥인데 뭐 진짜 또 이룰 게 있어야 또 이제 또 재밌잖아요. 예. 그러니까 우리 여기서
오케이, 위.
그 네버스타 합시다. 그래가지고 올해 그냥 다 한번 부셔버립시다. 준비됐어요, 지민 씨?
아이 그럼요.
사랑해요.
Love you too.
퍼플해.
지금 와
Why are you so close to the camera? Not that I don't appreciate the intimacy, but you are very, very close to the camera. Jimin.
670만 분이 보고 계십니다.
이 시간에
여러분.
You're so tired.
아미 여러분들도 지금 거의 670만 분이 보고 계시니까
Oh my gosh.
660만 분이 저랑 똑같은 상태일 거라고 생각합니다. 진짜 전혀 아쉬울 게 없는 정말 행복하고 영광스럽기만 한 하루였기 때문에 여러분들
맞습니다.
전혀 아쉬워하지 마시고요. 아까 얘기했다시피 앞으로가 더 중요한 것 같아요. 앞으로 굉장히 긍정적인 그런 하루였던 것 같고 앞으로 일단 상황만 빨리 좋아지면은 일단 빨리 봅시다. 일단 좀 뭘 봐야지. 안 그렇습니까, 여러분?
Yes. Yes.
약간 나 정신이 나.
슈가.
사랑합니다, 여러분. 사랑하고 행복하고.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Sugar.
안녕하십니까 여러분들. 영팀이 춤을 아주 기깔나게 그냥 막 털어버리던데요.
Dude, like, we should all give Suga some support because he performed and he danced and he did all that he wanted to do for the performance, which is just crazy because of the fact that he's still recovering. He's still going through therapy and stuff for his shoulder, and he still performed. And I really hope he didn't make anything worse in regards to the recovery process, because that's the one thing I'm worried about, is that he performed so well, and I just hope it didn't make anything worse for him.
어깨를 그냥 막
들어줘요?
시로노 말스.
아, 이거
오랜만에
나도
쳤어요, 인경.
진짜 이거 뭐 비몽사몽한데 아무튼 그 오랜만에 이제 무대에서 너무 즐거웠고 뭐 무대 했으니까 뭐 사랑 받았으면 뭐 더 좋겠지만 그건 뭐 자 우리 이제 마지막 인사를 들어볼까요 우리? 자 우리
아니 아까 이야기를 못
안녕하세요.
들었는데 우리 윤경이 진짜 신나했어요 무대할 때.
오랜만에 무대하니까 너무 행복한데 말하면서 자, 다 나와요?
네, 인사 마지막으로 인사해봅시다 여러분들.
카메라 다 나오게
자, 다 나와요? 지민씨 나와요? 지민씨 안 나와요? 자, 오케이. 우리 어떻게 마지막 인사 어떻게 할까요?
고마워요 아미
그래요 고마워요 아미 합시다 여러분들.
오케이. 자, 고마워요 아미 하면서 박수 치면서 한번 끝내도록 합시다. 자, 하나, 둘, 셋.
고마워요 아미.
안녕. 굿나잇. 굿나잇.
So that was their thank you message. Basically, it's like an acceptance speech, but for armies. And, you know, I appreciate their efforts. I appreciate that they still think of us even after this. Even though they didn't win, they still want to congratulate us. They want to thank us for supporting them. And I'm like, isn't it the other way around? Oh, these guys are just, like I said, sometimes I think they're too humble. Anyway, let us get on with the performance. And I already saw it. I did it last night, but we'll go through it. So it is crazy how they actually basically duplicated, or as much as they could, the stage for their performance to look like the stage in LA. You know, complete with all the flowers and the floral arrangements above, and I forget what you call it, but you know, an old record thing, horn. I don't know. I can't remember. We don't use those anymore, but yeah. So it was weird when my sister and I were watching it, the sound was not in sync with the video, with the visual. I don't know if you guys had this problem, but I was hoping that nobody else did, because I was like thinking, oh my gosh, people are going to think they lip sync the whole thing. I'd have to go through that again. But now I see that it was probably just her TV, or, you know, the cable, but I don't know if anybody else had that problem. Just so you know, that was an issue for us. I really like J-Hope's outfit here. It was like, I don't know, I like that. Usually it's something that they give to V, but they gave it to J-Hope, and this looks really good on him. There's Suga doing the yellow. Jimin. Whoa. I don't know what happened. I'm just watching, but apparently they skipped over V. I don't appreciate. Oh, Jim. Sounding good. So this part is where you get to see that they actually are not in LA, I guess. Okay, so the sound is off here too. A little bit. Maybe it was a recording thing. I don't know. The sound was not in sync. And that's, I guess, the Han River, as my sister said. So you know that they're not in LA at this point. They're on top of a freaking building with a helipad. And the BTS logo underneath. You can't really see on this video, but it's there. Look at that. That's crazy. You know that some of them are like not really into heights. I know V is not into heights looking down, and so I don't think they went too close to the edge there, maybe except for Jungkook, but wow. Dude, that was crazy. Alright, so that is how things ended up with BTS and the Grammys this year. I know that everybody's mad and they're calling it the scammies and all that stuff and everything, but you know, BTS is part of the Recording Academy, and hopefully as the years in the future come, you know, that they'll have a diverse group of members to change things up and to make things more relevant to how things are now, especially since they are getting a lot of heat for a lot of things. It is a subjective thing in regards to voting, so you know, there's a lot of questions and a lot of questionable things probably that go on behind the scenes, you know, in regards to politics. But I still want to be able to support BTS, and I want the Grammys to be better. I want them to start expanding, and they are doing that. It's just taking more time than probably we'd like, and hopefully, you know, it'll be something that they can quickly, you know, resolve. Hopefully more artists from, you know, outside of the US will be able to be recognized, especially if they are, you know, really popular worldwide. I mean, the issue being that BTS is known worldwide, and so they have a huge fan base, and so, you know, they need to be recognized for it, as any other group that has a huge fan base worldwide should be. And Grammys right now are probably the closest thing to being an international awards ceremony, because everybody around, I mean, I shouldn't say everybody, but there's a lot of people around the world that watch it. As Jimin said, it's the most prestigious, but for me, I feel like it should work on being the most prestigious. Right now, it's probably just the most popular. But yeah, anyway, you know, congratulations to the guys for giving it their all, despite not winning. They still gave it their all. They still dressed up. They still wanted to be there for ARMYs. They showed up on VLive. They, you know, they got suited up late in the night or in the early morning, just, you know, thinking that if they had to show up, they would be all dressed up for their fans to make the acceptance speech. And when they didn't, they still showed up for ARMYs on the VLive, and they are an exceptional group of people. I'm so proud of them, and I wish them all the best. I hope that they still get nominated, you know, for the next Grammys for the B album. That would be superb, and I hope that you continue to support them and hope for the best for them as well. All right, that's it. Have a wonderful day, and continue to be a good human, and continue supporting our guys. All right, bye.